Today, we're in the studio with the Software Dawn.
And today we are talking about Violet Rails. If you build websites for a living, you don't want to miss this.
So what is Violet Rails?
So Violet is an app development platform that gives you everything you need to build websites and mobile apps at the speed of thought. So check this out. Violet has a development environment that is contained in the browser. You don't need to download anything. You don't need to install any packages, which allows you to build from anywhere. And in a couple of minutes, you can build a website like this.
Where did the idea for Violet Rails come from? What was the need for it?
The idea for Violet came from a time when the Restaurant team, we were managing a bunch of websites for a handful of clients, and each of those websites, they were built with different technologies. So we had websites in WordPress, we had websites in React, and every time we had to make a change, we'd have to familiarize ourselves with that particular code base. So there had to be a better way. Violet allowed us to unify all of those different code bases into one place.
So how did you get your first 3 customers?
It felt almost like cheating because we got picked up by an angel investor and he wanted Violet Rails for all his businesses. So the first 6 or 7 customers were actually his companies. You have to be in the right room and you got to talk to the right people to promote your product.
What were some of the challenges that you faced along the way?
So the biggest challenge was smooth user experience, because these are customer-facing companies and you want to make sure your branding is on point, everything looks good. The second challenge was in staffing, right? Because when you're handling the websites and apps for like 5 to 6 businesses, you can't do everything yourself. I had to go out and hire people, which meant coordinating them, managing them, so a lot of challenges came up from that. And finally, just making sure things run smooth.
How did you overcome those challenges?
A big part of this is automation. So we have an automated hiring pipeline where people come in, they submit their profiles, and the coordination and the skill testing is automated. The second one is when we're building products, we have this whole process. We call it review apps. So for every change we make, there is a ephemeral environment that is created just for that project. As soon as something is ready, we can present it to the customer. Using this review apps pattern made it so that engineers can ship changes and get feedback within a few minutes. So we would build a website in 6 days, or we would build a website in 2 days. Or if they need a change done, we would do it in a day or 2.
And this is a pretty competitive industry. Who would you say are Violet's top 3 competitors?
Violet's top 3 competitors are WordPress, Webflow, and Google Cloud. None of the competitors do everything that we do. So you build once, and your customers can experience your magic everywhere.
What are some fun facts about Violet Rails?
In 2024, OpenAI picked up Violet Rails as part of their Ruby RL. So RL is reinforcement learning. So they have a product, it's called SWE Expert, Software Engineer Expert. The way OpenAI trained SWE Expert for Ruby was through Violet Rails. Another thing that we have observed over the years, which could be cool, could not be cool, is the revenue of a company is matched almost 1-to-1 with how many jobs their Violet Rails system is running. So what we noticed was if a company is processing a lot, they're doing really well. If they're not processing all that much, they're not doing well. And finally, I would say Violet Rails is a large software project. So inside Violet Rails is a bunch of other software tools. Part of this supply chain is used by the University of Alberta. So their library website is powered by one of the packages that we maintain at Restaurant. It's called CMS, Comfortable Mexican Sofa. I didn't pick the name, but we do maintain that package.
Like, how much did it cost to develop over time?
It's interesting because it's open source, but people need to put in their human labor, we need to design, we need to develop, we need to write code. So over the last 5 years, it's cost roughly around $300,000. It's opened jobs for about 15 engineers, all of whom are in a hall of fame on GitHub.
So what are you working on now, and what does the future hold for Violet?
We're working on 3 main initiatives. We have Python support coming soon for data science and machine learning workflows. There is another initiative called Prompt to App, which is exactly what it sounds like. You write a prompt and you get an app. That's something Jai Bhagat, shout out Jai Bhagat, is working on with us. And finally, we've realized that video has taken off in a way that we didn't anticipate before. Video is bigger than ever. We actually need to include video publishing tools as part of Violet Rails. So that's going to be the third thing that's coming out. That's going to be Content Studio, Content Warehouse with an editor and publishing framework. That's the story of Violet Rails. It continues 5 years in. Looking forward to a great 2026. We shall see where it gets us.